Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of the Smart 7's brought to you by your Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. These days it's hard to find value for money on your weekly shop, right? Well, maybe you're doing it wrong. You need to unlock the magic of your Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. Every Friday, you can unlock up to 10 personalised discounts on things you love in the Nectar app. And the best part is that while Nectar prices are for everyone, your Nectar prices are just for you. So check your Nectar app and unlock your Nectar prices to save more now. Enjoy your own personalised discount on things you love with your Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. That's good food for all of us. The offer's for 18 plus, Nectar app required. Unlock up to 10 Your Nectar prices weekly. Available in supermarkets, online and in locals with Smart Shop. T's and C's apply. On today's Smart 7, police name Manchester Synagogue Attacker, Mark Rowley under pressure after Panorama investigation, and much more. It's Friday, 3rd of October. It's World Smile Day and happy birthday, Gwen Stefani.
The Smart 7. It's news,
but not the news.
The Jewish holy day of Yom Kippur was marked by a brutal attack on the Jewish community in Manchester. A man drove a car at a crowd of worshippers and attempted to gain entry to the Heaton Park Synagogue in Crumpsall while brandishing a large knife. Police were quickly on the scene and concerned that the man appeared to have an explosive device strapped to his chest, shot him twice, killing him. 3 people died in the attack and 4 are in hospital. Police have identified the attacker as Jihad al-Shami, a 35-year-old British man of Syrian descent, and 3 other arrests have been made. Assistant Commissioner for Counter-Terrorism Policing Lawrence Taylor spoke to the media.
Based on what we know, counter-terrorism policing has declared this as a terrorist incident. Our specialist teams are now leading the investigation into what happened and working closely with Greater Manchester Police.
Prime Minister Keir Starmer condemned the vile individual who carried out the horrific attack and vowed to protect and support the Jewish community.
All of our thoughts are with those affected. Additional police assets are being deployed to synagogues across the country, and we will do everything to keep our Jewish community safe.
There were messages of condolences and support for the Jewish community from across the world, but Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu warned that weakness in the face of terrorism only brings more terrorism, and Israel's foreign minister accused the UK of failing to tackle anti-Semitism. Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham and Justice Secretary Shabana Mahmood were both quickly on the scene, and the mayor praised bystanders and staff at the synagogue who acted quickly.
It seems as though the security staff at the synagogue have really done an amazing thing and intervened to keep a great deal of people safe. Every single person in Greater Manchester this morning should be standing with our Jewish community as they go through this experience, this trauma.
One of the members at the Heaton Park Hebrew Congregation Synagogue, Rafi Bloom, told Sky News that he wasn't surprised that there had been an attack.
This attack is a culmination of something that the Jewish community has been fearing for 2 years. We've been faced with a tsunami of Jew hatred since October the 7th, vandalism, physical attacks, online abuse.
Russian President Putin made a speech on Thursday in Sochi in which he mocked NATO fears of an attack from Russia as nonsense. He says that Russia is closely monitoring the escalating militarism of Europe and that Russian countermeasures will not be long in coming. Russia has continued its attacks on Ukraine, with the focus appearing to shift to 2 nuclear plants, the one at Zaporizhzhia and the defunct plant at the site of Europe's worst nuclear accident, Chernobyl. Ukrainian President Zelensky is increasingly concerned that the power supplies to both plants appear to have been cut and that the risk of an incident at the containment units in Chernobyl is growing by the day. He says power needs to be restored immediately.
The situation is critical. Because of Russian shelling, the plant has been cut off from power and is being supplied with electricity by diesel generators. This is extraordinary. The generators and the plant were not designed for this.
Met Police Chief Mark Rowley came under serious pressure on Thursday after a BBC Panorama investigation showed police officers displaying misogynistic and racist behaviour. Rowley pledged to clean up the Met Police after the murder of Sarah Everard by a serving police officer, but the new investigation raises serious questions about how effective that clean-up has been. Prime Minister Keir Starmer described the BBC footage as shocking and said the Met Police Chief needs to be very robust in his response, while London Mayor Sadiq Khan said Londoners have been let down by the behaviour of the officers. Rowley says he's taken swift action.
We suspended 10 officers and staff
and we're now working with the Independent Office of Police Complaints, who we invited in to work as quickly as possible to get them off the payroll. They're suspended, they're not anywhere near the public anymore, but I want them off the payroll and gone as quickly as possible.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 in association with Metro, Angie Postecoglou under pressure at Forest, and we celebrate Tay Day right after this.
Tonight's meal, tilapia surprise with boiled cabbage. Begin cooking steps 1 through 50 now.
Are you kidding me? Making dinner shouldn't feel like doing a 1,000-piece puzzle. With Blue Apron's new one-pan assemble and bake meals, the hard part's already done. Pre-chopped ingredients, zero stress. Just assemble, bake, and enjoy. No complicated steps, no mountain of dishes. Try Assemble and Bake today. Get 20% off your first 2 orders with code APRON20. Terms and conditions apply. Visit blueapron.com/terms for more.
Welcome back. Thursday night saw a whole host of Europa League and Conference League action. It wasn't a good night for Scottish football, as Celtic lost at home to Portuguese side SC Braga, while Rangers lost 2-1 to Sturm Graz, and in the Europa Conference League, Aberdeen lost out to Shakhtar Donetsk. Crystal Palace had a win in the Conference League, though also against Ukrainian opposition, as they beat Dynamo Kyiv 2-0 in a game played in southern Poland. In the Europa League, Aston Villa travelled to Dutch side Feyenoord and won 2-0, while Nottingham Forest lost at home to Danish side Midtjylland. New Forest boss Angie Postecoglou is already under pressure after 23 days and 6 winless games, and fans chanted, "You're getting sacked" in the morning after the defeat.
Yeah, no, I heard it. It's nothing surprises me in football anymore. Just got to keep your head up and recover. We've got a tough game in Newcastle on the weekend, and we've just got to make sure we're ready for that.
Happy Life of a Showgirl Day to all who celebrate. The 12th Taylor Swift album officially dropped at midnight Eastern Time, setting off a tidal wave of appearances from the official Queen of Music. She's not just dropping an album either. Cinemas across the world are hosting special release party screenings of the behind-the-scenes making of the album, along with the world premiere of the new single, The Fate of Ophelia. Fans have been eagerly awaiting the album, but the first reviews are a bit mixed, with the album leaning more towards soft rock than the pop bangers many were expecting. Taylor is on plenty of UK radio stations this morning, including Magic, where she talked about what the title track Life of a Showgirl means to her.
But there are some lines in the song, The Life of a Showgirl, that are very much sort of like the manifesto of how I've had to operate within this industry. It's a song about meeting one of your sort of idols, and they, instead of being what you thought they would be, they warn you against following in their footsteps, because they just want to be honest with you about how hard this industry is, and you do it anyway.
We've seen plenty of zombie movies and TV shows for that matter recently, but we haven't seen one with Daisy Ridley. She's the star of a new type of zombie movie called We Bury the Dead. It traces the aftermath of a catastrophic military experiment which sees untold numbers killed, including the husband of Ava Newman, who is played by Ridley. She volunteers for a body retrieval unit in the hopes of finding him alive, but things take a nasty turn when it turns out the dead won't stay dead. It's due to hit cinemas in January.
If you find your husband, I hope you understand what that could mean.
The odd ones that do come back online are docile.
Oh my God.
I can assure you, you have nothing to fear.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Skip the gym, not the workout. With Hydro, you get a full-body workout in just 20 minutes, hitting 86% of your muscles in one smooth, low-impact motion. And now there's the new Hydro Arc, Hydro's most advanced rower yet. Arc introduces Hydrometrics, tracking your power, endurance, and precision every time you row, so you can actually see your progress. Go to hydro.com and use code ROW to get $100 off any Hydro rower, including Arc. That's HYDROW.com, code ROW.